That's, okay. Anyway, I wonder who's up for you. I was really paying attention to the character roster when I was looking through it.
I think Toshiro.
Alright. You know what I'm realizing? I took Ichigo last time for Ichigo 1, and you just took Ichigo for today. But now we're turning up.
Right. I get Toshiro and Byakuya and Yoruichi, and you get Arturo and Hanataro and Kenpachi. Yeah, that lines up.
Nah, that'll be fun.
Alrighty.
I was sort of hoping to try out either Toshiro or Byakuya, but I'll take it. Oh, he was probably being deceived by an Unohana imposter. I see.
Yeah, it was the Unohana Arturo that told him that she's in critical condition. She's not going to get any better. But if you get the energy from the shards, then I can perform a maneuver that will actually bring her back from the brink of death. But we don't currently have the power necessary to do that. But you can get it for us. Which is actually probably the best motivation any character's had so far. Damn it. Whatever.
That reflex.
Whatever. It was saying basically literally what I just said anyway.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't Captain Hitsugaya.
But yeah, he has easily the most believable motivation in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have any of those Sokyoku shards, give them to me now, Kyoraku.
I'm being threatened by a dwarf.
Let me take them from you.
Hey now.
I legit think that sword is as tall as Hitsugaya is.
Yes, that's why he wears it on his back and not on his belt like everyone else.
Yeah.
You can punish me any way
It's also a shame that
now,
Kyoraku doesn't have a
I
story.
need those shards.
If I can't make you listen to reason, then I guess I have no choice but to teach you a lesson.
Should they have given a story to every character in the game if only to justify fighting them in this arcade bracket?
See, I wouldn't mind that if each one was exorbitantly shorter.
Well, I don't know. These are already one round a pop.
Yeah. Makes you kind of like think about how Soul Calibur back in the day would actually have a full story mode for like each arcade playthrough. Like that shit was impressive, albeit grating. As well as Tekken. Tekken's always had that. Well, okay. Back in the day before Tekken 7, that is. Before it was kind of like a homogenized story mode. Actually, no, it's not even true. Tekken 6 would actually really just shorten each one.
Soul Calibur 6 having a very long, several hour long campaign for all of your creative character scares the hell out of me.
Does it?
Yeah, that's a thing you can do.
I've never heard about that. Great, that's more reason for me to play Soul Calibur 6 now, because I can let's play it, I guess.
You can also make friends with other characters and play as them temporarily if you want to. Make decisions, go places, what have you.
Yeah.
It's following off of their weird reboot story.
I thought there was only the main sort of arcade playthroughs for each of the main characters, but all right.
It's a separate menu. I think it might be in the Weapon Master mode.
Yeah. Well, I guess whenever I actually do have time to start streaming again, I'll be sure. Soul Calibur 6 is definitely up there for me to actually like try out.
And I also have all of the entire first season pass now.
Yeah. I got 2-Bite. That's gonna be great.
You get Chocolate 2-Butt, which you said has a name.
Yeah. You're a Model 2 Type P. I like that. That's adorable. So I actually do kind of want to share a funny story.
Oh yeah?
I've already told you this in the Discord but I actually do want to share this with the audience. So, I got on Taylor to be a little bit honest. Apparently as a kid, she really had a big crush on Hitsugaya.
Oh.
And other such characters as Ukiura.
Itachi.
And I'm just like, yes. Because
you didn't tell me this on Discord. We had this conversation in front of her. We showed her Ukiura's other forms.
Yeah, right.
That was a trip.
So I'm just like, you have taste in good characters. Nice. I know there's a bunch of dispute about Hitsugaya's quality as a character. I think he's generally fine.
Hold that thought just a moment. Chad here. Original voice Chad from the first 70 episodes before it got replaced with Jamison Price.
Right, we were talking about that in Heat the Soul one as well. What the hell was his original voice anyway?
The name's not going to be offhand. I can find it for you after the fact if you remind me in editing.
Okay.
Hopefully it's credited here. I don't think it will be.
It will be. There is a full credit list.
Is the credits actually synced to the character?
Yes.
Because
I'm pretty sure it is.
Because at least Because at least in Soul Resurrection, they are not. It's just a list of English actors. They are not matched to a character name.
I'm pretty sure that they are, and from what I was gleaming in the credit roll.
Well, we'll find out soon.
But yeah, the reaction I got of her for showing her adult Hitagai was like, yeah. Suddenly, I don't feel so weird anymore for having a waifu chat on my Discord. I mean, not like she's ever really cared anyway, but it's just like...
I forget every now and then that she's in there. And the only reason I know that is because I occasionally recognize that name on the sidebar.
She is, in fact...
Speak of the devil, and she sneezes.
Oh, that's my mom.
Oh.
But no, she is in fact in there. She's just been keeping a very low profile so no one bothers her.
You know, if no one said anything, I don't think anyone would notice.
Nope.
Not that she was there, who she was.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't hate the guy though. Jesus, that just happened. That's a character that just screams Matthew Mercer to me.
It would if Matthew Mercer wasn't already both in the show and in that arc.
Not gonna lie, I could totally see them just reusing a couple of voice actors for various things.
Probably.
I mean, hell, it's already been 8 years since it stopped airing, so we're already gonna get a few shakeups anyway.
In Bleach, the movie, 2, The Diamond Dust Rebellion, Toshiro Hitsugaya fights Shuhei Hisagi on screen. In English, they are both voiced by Steve Staley. So Steve Staley has to do a much buffer, gruffer voice for Shuhei, and it's weird because he never sounds like that ever again, and you can tell it's like, this was a mistake that someone made in casting, but I guess we just gotta go with it from now on.
I had no idea that Shuhei was actually voiced by Steve Staley.
It takes all kinds.
Huh. Alright.
Maybe it doesn't.
Maybe I'm just more unfamiliar with Bleach's dub than I should be. You know,
you could spend hours just glossing over the BTVA page.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably also because like Fake Horror Town just drags a lot.
Yes.
So like, as a result,
especially if you were watching it on Toonami when they played a certain set of episodes, and then they decided to play those 8 episodes again because they ran out of dubbed episodes.
Yeah.
So they had to make you wait 2 fucking months before they got any more episodes.
You know, I just fucking noticed. The flower petals are disappearing on your back.
Yeah. I wonder what happens when they all disappear.
No idea.
No comment.
Just no comment. Just immediate assumption.
So yeah, I know I've used it a couple of times already, but yeah, that's my favorite looking render of his Bankai.
Yeah. Also, I still love that ass pool of a plot thread. Hey, what happens when all the things when all the flower petals disappear? Is your Bankai gonna fade away? No comment. No, I actually aged like 10 years. Okay.
I go from being 14 to being 25.
Yep. Puberty's a motherfucker.
And who might you be?
The characters you forget are playable.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, seriously, like, I think borderline every single fucking, like, lieutenant and captain is playable in this game to some capacity, except for, like...
The ones that don't matter or never had a fight.
Yeah, except for, like, Kotetsu and Unohana. But, like, that's it. And even then, I think Kotetsu did get fucked up by Ichigo, like, once in that arc. I want to say.
He punched her in the sternum and she fainted immediately.
Yeah.
It's when the 3 lieutenants tried to gang up on him all at once.
That was it.
And all he had to do was punch all 3 of them, and then they fainted immediately.
Did he do that in Shikai or Bankai?
Shikai.
Jeez.
He didn't activate his Bankai until halfway through his fight with that shit.
It really puts into perspective just how close the captain level that even Shikai Ichigo actually was.
At that point, yes.
Yeah. And that wasn't even getting into Bankai yet, which, considering what his does, yeah. Also really makes you think that his Bankai is one of the very few that actually does shrink in size from his regular sword. Huh.
If captains carried around swords the size of their actual spiritual pressure, they'd be carrying around swords the size of skyscrapers. Don't underestimate Soul Reapers, you Arrancar bastard. Do you know who said that and to who they said it to?
If I didn't, there would be a problem.
Okay, good. Your memory's not completely faulty.
I think you reference that like almost every time we talk about Bleach, so no, it's not going on me just yet.
I think that's only come up twice, but yeah, it's kind of important.
Yeah. Perspective for you.
Because I guess technically that also book opens and book ends that arc having him appear.
Yes.
All of the Arankar. Because he wasn't there at the very, very end, but he showed up near enough to the end.
What's wrong? Why do you look so angry?
When does he not look just either angry or mildly perturbed?
Presumably when he's sleeping.
No, I can believe he has that same eyebrow look when he's sleeping.
Arguably more so.
Okay. So I know we were using the gallery mode earlier, but just looking at Toshio just made me think, hey, we should go see what Rangiku looks like in the gallery mode to see get an observation of her in this game.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he only has 2 more fights anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Now thinking about it, is Orihime even playable in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Chad is, after all.
That is a fair point, and Uryu, so it would only round out the cast.
That's impossible. Someone's lying.
No, the better example is Ganju is playable.
Well, anyway, I guess I'll
Yeah.
off now.
Hold it. Trying to trick me and keep the shards for
We couldn't even have the hot sister playable, damn.
It won't work.
Keep fucking forgetting your name. I always remember it. God damn it.
Hot sister.
Ganju.
Kukaku.
Kohaku, yeah.
Because she's not a fighter.
Explosions, yo. But yeah, you're right. Although that would be great.
What would she be in if...
Traps. That's just my immediate guess.
No. If she's in any actual game, it probably would have been Bleach Dark Souls for the DS, because they pulled everything from Soul Society to make that a thing, and they also just created characters that did not actually exist, because there is something of a story in that game I don't know. Don't ask me, I did not play it.
Did you ever play any of the Bleach DS games?
I just realized, his meter isn't actually the fire.
Yeah,
logo.
it's a surgeon knife.
It's scalpel. It's
Yeah.
Hisagamaru. And the answer is yes. I played the first one and I played the third one. Dark Souls is the second one. The first 2 games are crappy fighting games, 4-player, 2D, sort of Jump Stars-esque. The third one is the tactical game, which actually isn't very good. The fourth one is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Bleach DS 4th Flamebringer.
You know, you could probably just keep using Hiromaru's Ice Dragon attack, and you could probably do him in just from a distance. That being said, I am noting some decent moves on Hanachiro there.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna be the one that's gonna have to do him this time.
Yes.
Because back in the day, that was mine, and that was... Well, you'll understand.
That's fine. I just saw some really actually stupid moves on him I'm going to fully abuse. Okay. Does that move actually do that or something?
Yes. Okay, there we go.
I mean, really, you could just take him out from a distance. I have a fighting game developer friend who points out that a frequent problem in a lot of 3D arena fighting games is that zoning is just a really, really strong option. And
yes.
Looking at Toshiro, I'm just like, yeah, I can totally see that. And then you can sometimes reach a logical opposite extreme, such as with Kill la Kill IF, where the dashing just makes the game really easy to anti-zone.
Oh, you've actually finally started playing that game?
Nope. Well, I played a demo before. But no, I've already seen like the breakdown of the gameplay before, and yeah.
How about that one famous tweet going around?
Which one?
About these shitty 3D arena anime games that have great art styles but terrible gameplay, and wouldn't it be great if we had actual games with these art styles?
I love overgeneralizations like that. I invite games of all styles, but to immediately... Okay, so here's a logical flaw in that. People were saying almost the same thing about 2D fighting games back in the 90s, where it's like, oh god damn it, another 2D fighting game for this IP of that's out there. So people are gonna bitch about a thing that exists in too much quantity in the first place, and the only reason they're complaining is because Storm 2's popularity, or Storm 2 specifically, why am I saying that? Storm's popularity and the fact that
no, actually, Storm 2 makes sense. That was the first one that really took off.
That's a fair point.
Being multi-platform.
And that the company that made Jump Force is making a new Arena Fire literally every year. Which, yeah, that I disagree with.
Spike Chunsoft, and
Spike-
yes.
That I totally agree with, but to
Yes.
immediately just write him all off as garbage
Of-
is a logical fallacy, and just like it's just like a pretty toxic way of looking at fighting games as a whole.
Oh yeah, see, you've actually got to experience in full Spike Chunsoft at their absolute bottom. What do you think?
Oh god, I wanted to die. Yeah, no. I would much rather try to get the S rank for the final boss in Storm 3 than touch any of One Piece Burning Blood, but I did brave through it, and for what it's worth, it's not...
Worry
it
not.
could be longer.
Worry not. That's on the docket soon enough. That's going to be our primer for Pirate Warriors 4 to get back into the spirit of One Piece.
We're gonna do Burning Blood before Pirate Warriors 4? Or we're just gonna do that to make Pirate Warriors 4 look better?
Yes, and also Burning Blood is like a 3-hour game. So
It really
we can
is.
easily knock that out.
The only thing is...
Believe me, Pirate Warriors 4 is going to be a palate cleanser both in terms of the Musou genre and in terms of One Piece and anime games in general. I need this.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally believe that. It's just...
Oh boy.
The only thing that sucks about Burning Blood is that it's a short game, but it's a painful game.
Yes.
Like, you saw how... I stopped the stream before I even beat Aokiji. I kind of took way less attempts to beat, but... God. I had to, like, rewire my brain to fucking fight Aokiji.
I'm amazed they managed to beat that game at all.
No kidding, I'm so fucking amazed by that. Anyways, hi, Ichigo.
And yet, they court on PW3 on the last day. Hi, Ichigo.
Yeah, right? Kind of tuned out from this game for a while. Would you call this an 3 arena game?
I mean, I guess so. There's not really much else you could call it.
Yeah.
That's not the core of this game's problem. The core of this game's problem is the waggle.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, people have been bitching about arena anime fighters ever since Storm 2 came out, and that's just because, like...
Does it go back that far? I thought it was after...
No, it goes back a little ways. Trust me on that. It kind of does.
I'm not gonna say it's as recent as Jump Force. I'm just thinking, is that something that arose after Storm concluded, and there were several games that tried to do what it did as well, but infinitely worse. Burning Blood, the Seven Deadly Sins game, the Black Clover game.
It sort of
what have you.
It sort of emerges from more Cantor's part of the Street Fighter community, where, like, there's this sheer amount of, like, anime fighters that come out. It's more like a stigmata against anime fighters in general.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Trust me, they're all hypocrites because they welcome fighters with open arms. So, you know, go figure.
How about that Grand Blue? To be topical and also to keep talking about this.
I can keep talking about Bleach all fucking day. But no, Grand Blue does look amazing, and it's getting a lot of positive press. So.
If we ever get a Bleach PS4, I guess more appropriately, PS5
nice.
game, yeah, that attack self-destructs, you can guard it.
Matchup knowledge.
This is sort of like the other characters having incapacitation moves, but this just makes you slower. I don't quite understand why would Quicksand make you unable to move your arms, but whatever. If and when we get a Bleach PS4, or more appropriately PS5 game, would you want it to be something in the vein of Soul Resurrection, or would you want it to be the prototypical fighting game?
See, I fully welcome a new Bleach fighting game, because I feel like Bleach really works well with the idea. However, trying to do a new Soul Res, like, just at this point, it'd just be a new Musou game, let's be honest.
Yeah, it would be a Koei game.
Yeah. I'm fine with that, but I feel like you just need more I feel like you need to give developers more than 6 months to make a fucking Bleach game.
Trying to make you believe that.
Personally speaking.
Captain Kurotsuchi. He told me he could restore Sabimaru to full strength.
Wait,
But only if I collect all of the
I know what
shards.
killed it.
I love how each one of these cutscenes that happens in this game is like people just talking to each other about how they've been deceived by Arturo.
So,
Stop it, Renji.
why are we looking... Hey, Captain Hitsugai, who's always stuck up about people calling you both Captain and your last name, why are you calling this gentleman, who is a lieutenant, by his first name only?
Well, I didn't know Toshiro was bothered by people calling him Captain.
No, he likes when people call him Captain. He likes when people call him by his last name. He hates whenever anyone just calls him Toshiro.
Oof.
Or some people that just call him Shiro. So as your double standard there, why are you calling Renji by Renji and not by Lieutenant or by Abarai? It's a dub thing, that's why.
Yeah, probably translation thing.
The dub got really stupid during Fake Karakura, and it bothers me a lot, because they make a lot of mistakes that I don't think I've seen in a while.
Not shocked by that.
One of my favorites is Toshiro again, this whole name and rank or whatever thing. Whenever he keeps trying to run away from whoever he's fighting to go fight Aizen, he keeps saying, "I'm gonna go fight Sosuke." Pardon me?
Yeah.
I understand your sentiment, but
wait, hold up. This damage, though. Pretty decent.
that was 4, not 5.
Still good.
Yes, but hey, we got a shot at 5, maybe. Nope.
That was a fight. I clearly saw that vertical click, but it still read as a straight slash.
Them their early Wii game.
Oh, I haven't even fucking addressed that yet, funny enough.
This was before the Motion Plus.
No, well, I mean that too, obviously, but no. So for those of you who are a bit younger in the audience, because yeah, this is there's a distinct possibility this game was probably made before some of you guys were born, and or released when you guys were like 5 or 6 years old. I'm not kidding about that.
This game is 14 years old. If we go back to the GameCube, it is 15 years old. Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck me. Anyway, so back in the day when the Wii first released, Nintendo was very insistent on trying to, or Miyamoto himself especially. This might not apply to a lot of third-party games.
I think I know where you're going.
They tried to push a lot of the Wii motion gimmicks on a lot of games, whether it actually helped or hindered the game, just as long as it was there to try to innovate.
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine that this was kind of pushed out there because like all the grandmas in the world are buying a Wii because it's so family friendly and accessible for the motion controls. So they try to get as many people to buy it as they could, and as a result, a lot of games that had motion controls kind of suffered for it. Prime 3 in my honest book.
Is that not still a great game?
No, Prime 3 is still like the second best Prime game, and it's still a very good game. But the motion controls kind of take away from it in some aspects, not in the aiming, but like what you do with the left nunchuck.
Left nunchuck. How would you rate it as a Wii game? Would you call it one of the best?
Yeah, definitely top 5, without question.
All right.
But there are, of course, like just some things that just get detracted from it by having to do the Wii motion controls for like, pushing and pulling this lever over and over again.
We've had this conversation, but I don't think we've ever recorded ourselves having this conversation. When Prime Trilogy comes to Switch, do you want it to just be button controls a la Prime 1, or do you want to have the option for both button controls and for motion controls via the Joy-Con?
Ideally both, but if I had
that's what I said, the option. Dual audio, as it were.
Unfortunately, Prime 3 was coded with the Wii motion controls in mind, so I don't think they reprogrammed the game just for buttons, so I would...
Well, they managed to reverse engineer Prime 1 and 2 to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I guess ultimately I would be more comfortable. I guess ultimately the motion control would probably be the way to go. For a couple of reasons. One,
again, what I'm asking is, do you want to have the option, or do you want just buttons?
I want the option.
Okay.
Yeah. Wii motion controls, I think, with a nunchuck would be fucking fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Actually, I salivate at that thought.
Here's the funny thing about that. The Wii Remote is actually Bluetooth, and so is the Switch, so if they did some firmware things, you could actually very easily connect Wii Remotes to the Switch. So you could actually get that authentic feeling.
They probably could actually like make. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna pause a hell of an idea for you.
Yeah.
Lithium-ion Switch Wii Remote. Think about it.
If you just made a generally rechargeable battery, then yes.
Like something that's actually like lithium-ion, you could just. Oh, he's in already. So it's like so you just stick inside the Wii Remote, and it was compatible fully with like the Switch and everything for like past games. That'd be tits.
Yeah. Let's test your theory.
I'm pretty sure it would just take us to... Yeah,
Nato. Right. Okay, you were right.
He does actually look really... Okay, Toshiro does look really good here, but some characters just look so very overly angular.
This is going to be a weird thing to say, but a lot of these stills here, they don't really look like Pierrot. If someone told me these were outsourced, I would believe them. This looks more, honestly, mid-early 2000s One Piece than it looks like Bleach. If you told me these stills were drawn by Toei, I would believe you.
I can definitely see that.
It's in his face, mostly.
Yeah, no. I do think this is still Pierrot, but I think it's more that we're just not used to this old Pierrot anymore. Like old Bleach.
That's
Like,
all-
remember how alienating it was to go back to Heat the Soul 1?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of that, like, bleeding through here, too. And Momo's fine. She's gonna be A-okay to, get sad by Dojiro in the Aizen fight. But yeah, no, seriously, look around there.
Okay.
Oh, I see him. Oh, wait, no, I thought I saw him.
No. That's right.
Renji, Sajin, Chusui, Shuhei, Toshiro,
He
Yachiru.
is uncredited, just
Wow.
like Ulquiorra's uncredited.
Huh. Okay. Strange, but okay.